Let's see if we got that. There he is. Yo, what's up,
My
bro?
bad, man.
What's up, brother?
Hey, good to be here, bro. I was trying to have a Telegram conversation with about a couple other people, and I just kept having to come back here and hit 100 and the hearts, dude. It was that was some heartfelt stuff, but spot on, man. I really resonated with that. I'm glad we have guys like you in the space that are willing to kind of are able to articulate, I think, what a lot of us feel, and actually have good intentions and really want to build something. And that's why it's just been, for me, awesome to see. Can you,
Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. You know what it is, man? Like sometimes, also going back to the Telegram thing you were talking about, is that sometimes when I go, like when you go on Telegram and you get like a message from somebody, for some reason it always kicks me off of it always kicks me off of the spaces for some reason. Like if I go into a different, like if I'm going from one Wi-Fi to the other, it always
mm,
disconnects. So they got to definitely do something about that. But yeah,
yeah,
man,
yeah, no.
I'm looking forward to hearing the updates that you guys got. What are you guys working on right now over there?
So we're actually going multi-chain this week. We partnered with Layer Zero and Virtuals to go over to base, be with Reeves, and this way we can leverage a lot of the virtuals frameworks and some of the things that they have for interagent commerce, which will be pretty cool. But yeah, it's going to be exciting to be on base as well, because definitely love a lot of the EVM ecosystem.
What are you doing?
I don't know if I'm hopefully I'm coming through, but okay, cool. Yeah, so just that we I was just on a space for our weekly update an hour or two ago, and I'm glad that I was able to get on this. Usually the hours are tough when you're doing these spaces, but I'm glad I was able to get this, and super excited that you're launching tomorrow. That's going to be really cool to see, and I do like the fact that you're doing music only, because I think that there's like when I watched the few little clips that you put out, like you didn't need words, you knew kind of what was going on, and it was a much more like interactive experience. And I think that's going to be a good call. I think that makes a lot of sense, especially with your background.
Yeah, man. That was the most like. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I did the motion comic, is because I wanted to have like an immersive musical experience behind the actual art. At first I actually tried to do it with like lyrics in it, and it just wasn't it wasn't exactly where I wanted to go in the direction. But once we did fully instrumental versions, and then we save the actual music for the end of the comic, like kind of like when you watch like when you watch a TV show that you like, you'll watch the show, and then at the end of every episode there's a new track, you know what I'm saying? And then that track is like what people will go and like try to Shazam, or they'll, like Euphoria was something that had that going on. Like, I don't know if you guys watched that show, but at the end of every episode on Euphoria they had like a really dope song, and like everybody would be shazamming that song, and then that song would go viral on like Spotify, and like before I was doing this, I'm still doing it, but placing music in like TV and film is a big thing for artists, especially independent artists right now, because a lot of TV shows, like, they don't want to have to pay um a major artist. They'd rather pay an independent artist because it's way cheaper, and there's so much music out there. So, that's I was listening to a podcast, and they were basically breaking it down, where they were saying that that TV is the new radio. So artists now are getting broken from being on TV shows, which I think is pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's attaching your music to a vision. It's attaching your music to something that's the music is giving life to that particular scene, but it's also like highlighting the actual artist. And there's a huge that's where most of the artists are right now, because for streaming you don't really get paid much. I think Spotify pays you like less than $3,000 for every million streams that you get. So if you break down the math on that, for an artist to get a million streams on a song, you gotta put money behind that. You got to put a decent amount of money behind that too to even get a million streams. Now you're talking about, to be able to actually be an artist full time and live just off your streams. You need to be getting at least 3-4 million streams a month. And it's definitely possible if you have a good budget in the beginning, but we're talking like a 30 to 50 thousand dollar budget to get that track out, because there's so much congestion out there. But in Web3, it's actually completely different. If you got something that's dope and innovative and you connect it to something, like the music is gonna be heard. It's gonna get out there, in a way like never before. Like I was in a space the other night, and they were playing all these Web3 artists, and they were literally minting NFTs of these artists. Now, if these same exact artists were to do this in Web 2, like on Instagram Live, they probably wouldn't even get $1. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that it's Web 3 and people are way more supportive here. That's what makes it, um, that's what brings it to a whole different level. It's 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 super supportive. The community wants to be a part of something innovative, and this is an awesome time to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
yeah. But listen, man, I wanted to just to thank everybody for coming through. I really appreciate everybody that came through. Definitely max engage with the post above. I'll add you guys to the whitelist. We only got a couple slots left, and yeah, I definitely wanted to thank everybody once again. Suede, Meme of Thrones, all the projects in here, all the people supporting. Definitely 100%. You guys have a nice night. Have a blessed night, and be safe out there.